Good morning, Goldhouse. Here's your ELA lesson for today. Yesterday, we continued our work on theme of a short story. You did a great job for those of you who responded with giving your ideas on what the theme was to the short story Stray by Cynthia Ryland. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to build off of that work, and we are going to try to provide evidence that supports the theme that you chose. So we're going back into the story today to figure out things that the character says or things that characters do, how they behave to show us the theme that you chose. So I wanted to take you back to the short story of my side of the story. And if you remember, I chose the theme in life, people struggle with problems and try to solve them. And so what I am going to show you now is what I would like you to do for today's work. And I'm going to go back into the story and I'm going to try to provide evidence that supports this particular theme that I chose. It doesn't matter which theme you pick, as long as you can argue and support that theme with evidence. Okay, so here's my theme. I think I'm going to number these. You don't have to when you get into your assignment for today. It'll just be my way of keeping track of the evidence I can find. Okay, so if I think back to the story, in life, people struggle with problems and try to solve them. So at first, Will's brother Skip put Scotch tape in his hair while he was working quietly at his desk, right? So that's the first thing that happened. Then Will, because he's struggling with that problem now, so I'm going to say Will decides to tattle on his brother by running to his mother's room, right? But I probably need to show evidence that Will didn't knock on his mother's closed bedroom door and barged right in. Right? Because he's going to end up struggling a little bit when he finds his dad. So his dad appeared and said, what the? Right? So he says that, and so now I'm showing evidence that Will has another problem, not only the Scotch tape, but now he made his dad very angry. What did he do to try and solve that problem? Will thought about telling his dad that the house was on fire, or his dad's car had been stolen. But he remained silent. So, because he knew that it wasn't going to pay. Will took his dad's wrath, his anger, and went back to his room. Okay, so this is what Will is doing with that problem. He decides just to head back to his room. Will looked at Skip's trophies and decided to break off a nameplate. This was Will's way of getting even with his brother. So ultimately, I'm trying to provide evidence that supports in life. People struggle with problems and try to solve them. So I was trying to pick pieces of evidence that shows that Will was trying to figure out how to deal with Skip putting Scotch tape in his hair. He thought he would go to his mom, but that then turned into a bigger issue for Will. And so he went back to his room and decided to break off that nameplate. And that was Will's way of solving the original problem. So this is what I would like you to try to do today. This is your assignment. This is what it looks like today. It's been looking the same for the last couple of days. So Wednesday, May 6th, after watching my lesson, pick a theme to the short story Stray and give evidence from the story. I will keep Stray, the hard copy, and the read aloud from Mrs. Clavette in Monday, May 4th's assignment. So if you need it and need to look back at it for specific evidence, you can use that. I might also put a copy in the ELA resources. So just do your best to be looking for that stuff. Don't just say you can't find it and give up and quit. Make sure you keep looking. So here I say the theme I chose for the short story Stray. I actually give you the sentence starters, so all you have to do is fill it out. My evidence from the story is, and so if you want to use the numbers, you can. That's right up here in your toolbar. And if you don't, just start typing as many pieces of evidence that you can give from the story Stray. You also have your reading log here. If you're in need of a book and you're not into EPIC, the code is IBE7856. Shoot me an email. I would be glad to try and get books into your hands. And then your journal entry for today. It is Teacher Appreciation Week. Can you write a short note below thanking a teacher that has helped you in the past or present? I will then copy it and send it to that teacher for you if you want. Just make sure you let me know the teacher's name. And I also gave you an example of what that short note could look like. That's it for today, everyone. I hope anyone who's struggling to get the literary essay finished, if you're struggling with that, please let me know. That is one thing that we, the ELA teachers, are giving you a score on. So make sure that you do your best to attempt that. Again, if you're having trouble, I will Google Meet today at 9:20. I will not be meeting this afternoon. I do not meet Wednesday afternoon. All right. So shoot me an email, pop in for a Google Meet. Let me know how you're doing. Have a great day, everyone. Good luck.